Captain Tom Paris has requested your ship for a joint mission with his task force. I won't lie to you. We're not making much headway against the Iconian so far. You and your crew have proven to be capable of fighting them. Delta Flight is one of the only other teams to do so. Together, perhaps you can start to turn the tide. Report to the Cal Bryden system. Captain Paris and his team are waiting for you there.
USS Polybius Mission Report. In the days since the initial Iconian attack, in an unprecedented move, the Federation Council has declared a state of galactic emergency. While this has been a controversial decision, it has opened the floodgates for outside aid we wouldn't have had otherwise. Starfleet has even compiled a list of non-allied spacefaring worlds in the galaxy, and ambassadors have already begun reaching out to those worlds at the top of the list to ask for additional aid. Our orders take us to the Cal Bryden system, where Captain Tom Paris is planning some kind of counterstrike. On a personal note, I'm trying my best not to let my crew see how scared I am. These Iconians seem unstoppable. Computer, delete those last two sentences. Report! Repairs are complete, Captain, and I've adjusted our weapons to be more effective against Iconian shields! Excellent work. Matter-antimatter reactor is operating at peak efficiency with an energy conversion rate of 97.6%, well above Starfleet standards, Captain. Fantastic. Then fire up the slipstream drive and set course for the Cal Bryden system. Captain Paris is counting on us. Aye, Captain. On your command. Engage. We are now approaching the Cal Bryden system, Captain. Drop us out of warp, and signal the USS Byrne that we've arrived. We are now receiving rendezvous coordinates from Captain Paris. Take us in, 1/4 impulse power.
You are cleared for transport, at your convenience.
Send the coordinates to Transporter Room 1. Saras, you have the bridge. I don't expect this briefing to take very long, but stay alert. Sir, we'll be monitoring the system for Iconian Herald patrols while you're in the briefing. The Transporter Room will be standing by to beam you back immediately if they enter sensor range. Understood. Nash out. Hi there, Captain Russell Nash, USS Polybius, reporting as ordered.
Welcome to the USS Byrne. Normally I'm the security chief and second officer on the USS Kirk, but she took heavy damage during the battle in the Lena system. Until she gets out of dry dock, I and many of the crew accepted temporary postings to other ships. I wasn't expecting to get a request to join my father's task force, but Delta Flight is doing some good. I want to help.
Wait, Captain Tom Paris is your father? Wow, must be kinda awkward working with your old man.
It's not that unusual. My grandfather was an admiral, and my mom, and most of the people I consider my extended family are either in Starfleet or are like Seven, who might as well be. Truthfully, I think Dad's finding this more difficult than I am.
Understandable. At any rate, I'm looking forward to working with you.
I'm looking forward to it too. I don't know what crazy scheme my father's cooked up this time, but the more off-the-wall his ideas are, the more they seem to work. With you on the team, I'm sure we'll complete this mission. But let me know if you need me to translate. Dad has this habit of talking in phrases that went out of style 400 years ago.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'm Canna Ginnis, the team scout. No one's better than I am at finding trouble, and believe me, I've found plenty. I borrowed my first shuttle off a landing pad when I was 10. I didn't think I'd ever have a chance to join Starfleet, but luckily, people like Captain Paris can see the person behind the incident reports. Now I have a chance to make a difference.
Nice to meet you. I'm glad to have this chance to talk to everyone before the briefing.
It's good to get a chance to know everyone on the team before the action starts. It's bad enough fighting the Heralds. We don't need any interpersonal conflicts muddying the waters. You can count on me, sir, and I know I can count on you.
Ah, yes, indeed. Carry on, as you were.
Andrew Weston, all-around genius. Don't let the lack of pips on my collar fool you. I'm just as good as anyone from Starfleet. Better even, because I don't let the rules get in my way. I spent some time at the Academy, but I left when I realized Starfleet wasn't for me. Morale stayed. Always wondered if things would have been different for us if she'd had the courage to walk away when I did.
Seriously? You and Captain Paris's daughter?
Morale and I had a good thing for a while, but I don't know if it would have worked. If you think her dad's trouble, you should meet her mother. That is a scary, scary woman.
I don't think I like your attitude, Weston. You know I've read your service record. You say you realized Starfleet wasn't for you, so you walked away from the Academy, but that's not the whole story, is it?
Sure. Kirk reprograms the Kobayashi Maru, and he's a legend. I take a creative approach to alter my grade on the astrometrics final, and I get tossed out on my ear. Starfleet needs to loosen up a bit, if you ask me.
But that wasn't the end of it. I heard you actually did some time after that.
A time I spent in New Zealand? Yeah, I did everything they accused me of, and then I did my time. Like I said, I don't like rules.
And yet you volunteered for a war mission.
Just because I'm not as stiff doesn't mean I don't want to help win the war. My main focus is computers, specifically encryption algorithms. I've been studying the Iconian tech, and I think I've made some inroads into the fractals they're using for... You know what? The details don't matter. When it comes to taking out Iconian security protocols, I'm the man for the job.
Very well. If Captain Paris trusts you, then so do I. Carry on.
Warrior, join with us and stab at the heart of the Iconians. We will either be victorious, or we race towards Sto-vo-kor. Today is a good day.
Greetings.
I am the team's weapons expert. Most weapons on ships are too puny. I make them strong. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you loaded 5 quantum torpedoes into one casing? You have to reinforce the tubes, but the result is most satisfying.
Yeah, I'll definitely think about considering that.
Jolan True, do you understand ancient Earth humor? Paris, the older one, keeps asking me if I am 2 weeks from retirement. Is that supposed to be humorous?
Not as far as I know.
I thought so. Look, when things get messy out there, and they will, stick with the team and keep your head down. If we work together, we might just get out of this in one piece. Most of us, anyway.
Hello there. I'm Ferrix, and I'm well, I don't have a specialization like most of the others, but Captain Paris calls me the cook. I don't know why. I could burn water, but it seems to amuse him for some reason. I'm a trader and blockade runner. Any place where there's conflict, there's usually a few good deals to be made. I wasn't too sure about leaving the Delta Quadrant, knowing the territory is a good part of staying alive, you know. But Tom convinced me. And except for all the Heralds trying to kill us, it's not too bad so far.
Ah, yes. In the war with the Vodwar, I had the good fortune of working with a group of Talaxians in the Delta Quadrant. I'm happy to have you on board.
You know, one of the things I've enjoyed the most about coming here is the opportunity to get to know people from other cultures. Klingons, Romulans, humans, Andorians, Betazoids. So many different and intriguing species. Say, after this mission, how about we grab a drink? And I can tell you about the third time I left Benth in custody, and then broke through a fourth defense line to recover the lost chalice of Zilma.
Hell yeah, but let's see how this mission goes before we make any future plans, okay?
Thanks for coming. Nice to see you again, especially after what happened at New Romulus and Lanus.
Yeah, I regret that we weren't able to meet up with you after Starbase 234.
As you well know, the war is not going too well. Delta Flight is one of the ways we're trying to change that. We're a cross-faction team picked for our abilities, not our politics. Now the Alliance needs us to handle an important mission. I hate putting your crew at risk too, but we're gonna need you on this one.
Okay, no problem. What do you need?
Oh, not much. We're just gonna slip into a heavily guarded system that the Iconians already control, avoid detection and probable destruction, steal a Solanae device that could give them a beachhead in our dimension, and escape with our lives. Sound like fun?
Oh, well, let's see. We'll be hunted around every turn, slim chances of survival, high likelihood of death. I'd say it checks all the boxes, so yeah, it should be fun.
So this used to be Calbriden 3. Intelligence believes that the Iconians destroyed the planet to gather materials for a subspace disruption device. We think they intend to use this device to open a door for their Solanae forces to enter our space.
A whole new fleet for the Iconians? We can't let that happen.
Exactly. But the planetary debris has created an asteroid field, and the mineral content of those asteroids will shield us from the Iconian sensor arrays. I've plotted a course for us, but we'll still need to watch for the Herald patrols. The station with the device is in the center of the debris. Weston will override their computers while we run interference. Once the station's shields are down, we'll eliminate it and the device with extreme prejudice.
Is that another reference from that ancient program about impossible missions you like to watch?
Something like that. The Alliance doesn't have a fleet to send against this station. We're it. If we can't do it, no one can.
So, no pressure.
I hope you're all ready to do the best flying you've ever done, because that's what we're gonna need to complete this mission. Let's head 'em up and move 'em out. Dismissed.
Nash to Polybius, I'm ready to beam back. Captain on the bridge! As you were. Saros, you should be receiving new coordinates from Captain Paris.
Aye, Captain.
Plot a course and inform Delta Flight that we are ready to proceed. We have now entered the Calbriden asteroid belt, Captain. Captain Paris is hailing. On screen.
The rubble in our way used to be the planet known as Calbriden 3. Uninhabited, luckily. But they had high amounts of topaline, uridium, and boronite. When the boronite and uridium are combined and exposed to an electrical charge, they create spatially inverted tetraons. Lots of spatially inverted tetraons. That's why the Heralds are here, to create a pocket of our space where the Solanae can survive. From there, they'll expand, and what's good for the Solanae is fairly terrible for us.
Well then, it sounds like we've arrived just in time.
The Heralds have set up a security beacon at the entrance to this system. We'll need to disable it before we can attempt to slip through this asteroid field.
Understood. Setting a course for the security satellite.
Okay, Weston. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to take down this security grid. We only have a limited amount of time before a patrol comes by and finds us.
I need help inputting the proper subspace frequencies as I use my deflector dish to cycle through the possibilities.
We've got your back, Weston. How can we help?
You'll need to match the Alpha, Beta, and Gamma bands. With my subroutine scrambler, that should be enough to break through their security.
I'm ready. Start the sequence. Okay, this is... Wait, what am I supposed to do? Captain, would you like for me to... No, Sir Ross, I got this. Okay, 838, I see. All I gotta do is match the numbers. When they turn green, we have a lock. One more. And done. Executing override.
We've done it! Hurry! The security perimeter won't stay down for long!
Right, we better get moving then.
Okay, here's the good news. The topoline and the planetary debris will hide us from the Herald sensors. Now keep the larger deposits between your ship and the Iconian station. If you stray too far off the path, they'll find us. So keep moving and stay in formation. If you encounter any patrols, take them out as quickly as you can. We need to get in position before the Heralds know we're here.
Keep moving and avoid or destroy the Heralds. We can do that.
How would you rate your piloting abilities?
Sir Ross, how would you rate your piloting abilities? Captain Paris, I believe my piloting skills may even rival your own.
Bringing up your navigational HUD. Now.
Yeah, we can see the navigational rings. Sir Ross, you got this, right? Indeed, Captain. As they say on your world, piece of cake.
Oh, why do we have to fly through rings? The computer could have used any sort of navigational symbol imaginable. Why rings?
What? What's wrong with rings?
Nothing, I guess. If you know, you know.
Try to stick to the path I've outlined.
Captain, after passing through the first waypoint, I estimate we will have no more than 10 seconds to reach each subsequent waypoint before being spotted by Iconian patrols. Get ready to go to full impulse on my mark. Engineering room. We're gonna need all available power to engines. We will reach the first ring in 10 seconds, Captain. Steady. Full impulse on my mark. And ready? In 3, 2, 1. Full impulse. Punch it! Inertial dampeners are at maximum. All hands brace for extremely aggressive flying.
The mineral content of the asteroids will shield us from the Herald sensors. Try to stay in formation with the rest of the squadron. Let's kick the tires and light the fires.
Light the what?
I'm not sure what that means. Is it some kind of alpha quadrant thing?
Kinda. I'll explain it later, Ferrix.
Fire your proton packs, kids. The next turn is a tight one.
Easy enough for a talented, handsome pilot like myself.
Everyone's mom tells them they're handsome, Ferrix.
Friendly fire. Ow, I'm wounded.
Fewer asteroids through here. More chances of being spotted.
Race you!
We're in luck.
Torpedoes loaded
Sensors
and
show that
ready.
this asteroid is mostly hollow. If we blow through where the rock is thinnest, we can slip through without being detected. Fire in the hole!
This reminds me of flying through Earth's space dock. They don't like it when you do that at full impulse.
Yeah. Wait. Who let Ferrix fly inside ESD? Weston?
No comment.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy night.
Ha! I've flown through worse in the Badlands.
Whoa, Moral. Watch the paint job there, Tiger.
Don't be a rear seat pilot!
I think you mean backseat driver.
But we're flying, sir.
Herald Patrol up ahead. Take them out before they can warn the others.
Shields up. All power to weapons.
I'm jamming their outgoing transmissions, but they won't last.
Then we better take care of this fast. Hit them with everything we got.
Shields are down! We're taking off boarding party!
Damn it! Hang on, Moral. I'm bringing a team over to help.
Take out those Heralds!
Moral!
other enemy vessel is moving away, Captain.
They might be trying to get out of range of Captain Paris's jamming signal so they can call for reinforcements.
Then let's take them out. Lock weapons, and fire!
Backup over here. Get a team and get over to Morale's ship.
Understood. Temet, Scavron, Saras, and Commander Akbar to Transporter Room 1. Energize.
My team and the Burns crew have cleared most of the boarding parties, but there are still heralds trying to get to the bridge and more pinning me down near the armory. Head toward me. If we can team up, we can make a push towards the bridge.
We're on our way. I hear weapons fire ahead. Everybody get ready.
Dang it, I always forget those things explode.
There's the armory. Captain Paris and his team should be inside. Just need to override the security lock. Your rescue has arrived, Captain. What are you doing hiding in here?
Fell back here to grab some phaser rifles and got bottled up by those heralds. Thanks for the help.
Don't mention it. What's the situation?
The bridge crew has sealed off the bridge and locked the ship's computers down, but the heralds aren't giving up. All of the remaining boarding parties are moving toward the bridge. If we don't get there before the heralds break through, they'll slaughter everyone there and set the ship to self-destruct.
That's not good. What do we do about the wounded?
My away team's medic is already helping the Burns crew. Since your team is here, my people can take the wounded to a transporter and get them to safety.
Okay, sounds good. So what's the plan?
Now that you and your team are here, we can clear out the remaining heralds, get to a turbo lift, and head to the bridge. Lock and load, everybody. It's time to save the day.
Get ready, people. We ride as soon as we beam the injured to safety. Alright, let's move out. Captain, this way. I know that. Alright, this isn't the only way to the bridge, but it is the fastest way. Get ready. I'm gonna lower the force field that's holding back those heralds. Everybody alright? Let's keep moving.
Oh, man, every time.
We're almost to the turbo lift. Come on, let's hurry. There's the turbo lift. It looks like it's still online. The turbo lift is on automatic lockdown because of the intruder alert. Just give me a second to override. Alright, that's it. Let's go. Bridge.
Welcome to the party. Could use a little help.
Holy crap, you got yourself a big one.
That's what she said.
Scavren. Hey, we did it. Bridge secure. Is everybody alright?
I think that's the last of them. What's our status?
Your ship is damaged and you have crew in sickbay, Morale. I don't want any unnecessary casualties. I have great respect for your abilities, but if this is some sort of Klingon, glory-seeking, never give up, today is a good day to die kind of thing...
Everyone on this ship knew the risks when we started this mission, including me. The boarding parties are gone and we need to keep moving. We have to get to the station and finish our mission before we run into any more Herald patrols.
As much as I hate to say it, you're right. If we live through this, your mom is going to be so proud, but she's going to think I was an idiot for trying to hold you back. That's if we live. What do we need to do to get your ship back up and running?
I know a few of Andrew's tricks. Use one of his encrypted override codes to lock the Heralds out of our computers so they couldn't take control of the ship. I could use some extra hands to get these systems restored.
Good job on the computers, Morale, but Andrew? Did he teach you anything else that got him sent to a penal colony?
I think that can wait until later, don't you? We need to get this ship's systems restored. The main power relays don't look too bad. I should be able to have them fixed up in a jiffy. Main power restored. Next, I should be able to use my personal command codes to unlock computer access.
That does it. Let's both get back to our ships and finish this.
Nash to Polybius, 5 to beam up.
The Heralds are going to notice one of their patrols is missing. Let's move.
Nash to Delta Flight, all ships. Prepare for full impulse on my mark. In 3, 2, 1, mark.
Time to pick up the pace, people!
I got some scans of those ships. Should give me an advantage when we get to the station.
We're coming up on the center of their operations.
Detecting Solanae energy signatures ahead. Solanae, ugh. They give me the creeps.
We have to destroy that? It's almost as big as Earth's space dock.
We'll have to get past those Herald ships first.
Target the ships defending the station.
Captain, I'm reading 2 Herald ships directly ahead. Steady, steady as she goes. As soon as we're in weapons range, you may fire at will.
Captain, we're taking heavy fire. Shields at 75%.
Evasive maneuvers, bring us about. Attack pattern Nash 1. And launch construction wing shuttles. Ready high-yield torpedo spread. Fire!
Target destroyed. Locking weapons on second target. Second target destroyed, but another Herald ship has appeared directly behind us.
Bring us about. Attack pattern Nash 1, and transfer all shield power to the starboard array. Maintain heading. All weapons fire at will.
Weston, you're up. We'll keep him busy.
On it!
Iconian energy signature detected.
Uh-oh, look out, Captain. According to these readings, that is the same dreadnought we faced in the Azure Nebula. Is it just me, or does it look a lot meaner?
Evasive maneuvers. Pattern, Paris Delta 2.
Andrew!
Weston, no!
We need to abort. We can't do this without Weston.
I can do it. Andrew gave me a backup copy of his algorithms in case something happened.
We're falling back.
Dad, I know you mean well, but I have to do this. You know what will happen if the Solanae can break through. We'll lose everything.
Okay, Moral. You can be almost as stubborn as your mother, but I know when I'm beat. All right, people, you heard her. We're going in hot. Cover Moral's ship so she can finish this. We are Delta Flight, and we will not be stopped.
For he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother, and he that outlives this day and comes safe home will stand a tiptoe when this day is named. Shakespeare, Captain. Very good, Sir Ross. You've read it then? I have not. I merely looked up your quote on the ship's library computer. Well, if we get out of this alive, I highly recommend it. Evasive maneuvers, all power to weapons. Damage control teams to Deck 10. Scaverin, I want you to continuously divert all shield power to the emitters facing the Dreadnought and reroute all remaining power to the weapons.
Captain, the hull's beginning to buckle.
Engineering teams to Deck 12 and reroute power from weapons to shields. Switch to attack pattern beta.
Taking quite a beating, Captain. Shield's failing.
Hang on, we just need to keep fighting a little longer. Damage report.
Casualty reports are coming in from all over the ship. Multiple hull breaches. Main power is failing. Attempting to reroute auxiliary power.
Move us in behind the Dreadnought. Quantum torpedoes, maximum yield, full spread. 5. Attack pattern, Nash nauseous. Status of the Dreadnought.
It's no good. The Dreadnought's still at 95%.
Put some distance between us and switch to beams overload. All weapons, fire at will.
That did it. The Dreadnought's shields have failed. Their hull integrity is at 80% and falling.
Continue firing all weapons and keep rotating our shield facings. Time to call in an old favor. Activate Fleet Museum Beacon.
Whoa, what does that do?
Maybe nothing, but if we're lucky, a random legacy ship will appear and help us for the next 60 seconds.
The station shields are down. They can't be damaged.
Hey, it's the USS Saratoga. The Dreadnought's retreated through a portal. All ships, start attacking the station's shield nodes.
Getting there. Attack the Dreadnought.
Dreadnought sighted. 90 degrees to port.
Victory's in sight. All power to weapons. 45%. Switch to beams overload.
Left on the station. Take them out now.
We're on our way. Saros, bring us into weapons range of the nearest station shield node.
Last node. Destroy it, and we can take out the Dreadnought and finish this. Shields are offline. Destroy the Dreadnought.
Dreadnought directly ahead, Captain. Their hull is down to 33%. Stand by all weapons. As soon as we're in range, give me every last ounce of power we've got left. Reroute from anywhere except life support. Fire! Hit him with the parasitic ice we got from Captain Mollis.
Dreadnought at 25%.
Dreadnought at 10%, reading multiple internal explosions, Captain. Focus those phasers! Arm more torpedoes! Don't stop! Keep firing! Keep firing! Yes! Woohoo! Nice shooting, guys.
I'm trying something, and it's not just to bring their shields up. I think they're activating the station. They're trying to bring the Solanae through. Give me just... Got it! Core shields down. Hit him now!
Detecting a power surge!
I have their main computer. They're still trying to start the conversion process, but their shields are completely down.
Okay, let's blow up this thing and head home. We're being pulled in. Evasive maneuvers. Yee-haw!
I found something interesting in the computer system before the station blew. It's coordinates for another sphere, and this one looks to be very strategically important. It might even be a secondary hub for the Iconian gateway network. I grabbed everything on it I can find. I'll transmit the files to Captain Cogran at Alliance Command. Maybe he can get a team together to investigate.
Acknowledged. It was a pleasure working with you, Lieutenant Commander Paris.
The station is destroyed, and we've completed our mission. But not without paying a price. Weston was a talented engineer and a damn fine pilot. He may not have wanted to be in Starfleet, but there was a time I didn't think I was Starfleet material either. Sometimes rebels make the best officers. We know our duty. We just have our own way of getting it done.
Yeah, you mean sometimes you have to break the rules in order to uphold the law.
Exactly. It's been a pleasure flying with you. Maybe we can do it again sometime before this thing ends. Consider yourself an honorary member of Delta Flight.
Thank you, Captain Paris. USS Polybius mission report. We've won our first major battle against the Iconians, but the war is far from over. Their most powerful ships seem to outmatch ours nearly 10-1. With their gateway technology, they can appear absolutely anywhere without warning. I admit, I have my doubts as to whether this is a war we can win. I've sent my full report to Alliance Command.
Losing Weston is regrettable, but we needed a victory today. Thanks to you, we have one. Defeating a Herald dreadnought is a significant achievement. Destroying their station and keeping the Solanae locked in subspace is even more valuable. The number of ships and soldiers we have is finite. We cannot allow the Iconians to have a numerical advantage, as well as a technological one. I will examine the files Lieutenant Commander Paris managed to recover from the Herald computers. Perhaps a strike on this base she found will be our next move. The war
Congratulations,
continues,
Admiral.
and all of our warriors are needed to fight.